Okay. There we go. We is back. Yes, we is back. How's this looking? Looking good? How about if I move around? Moving is still borked. Really? Moving is still borked. Hang on, let me see something. Options, graphics, unlimited frame rate, texture detail high, anti-aliasing, texture filtering, field of view, brightness. Let's go to advanced. Turn motion blur off. Let's see if that does anything. Distortion. Rest of this should be fine. Done. Done. Motion blur might be... That's what I was thinking. How's this? Is this looking any better? Better already? Okay, what if I run? I'm just trying everything for this game, that's all. How about that? Like, I know if I turn too fast when I run sometimes, it looks like there's, like, almost like stuttering in some things. Looks better on your end? Okay. So, I turned off, but I'm also on gigabit internet. Yeah. No, I know you are. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm at, like... I'm not even kidding. I'm at almost... Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm... I think I see why. Hang on. Fuck. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me look at something. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, mine's around 10K. It's like going back and forth, but it's hovering around anywhere between, say, like... Anywhere between just under 9,300 to 10K. Yeah. Yeah, the bitrate's doing the thing that the bitrate does. You know what I mean? You know how, like, on the bottom of OBS, it kind of, like, bounces around within a certain range? That's basically what it's doing, and it depends on what it needs, I guess. Because, like, every once in a while, I'll see it dip down to, like, 7,900, and then it'll bounce back up and be anywhere between, say, like, 9,300 and 10K. That should be fine now. Should be a hell of a lot better now. Also, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. Oops. Shit. Forgot to do a thing. There we go. Okay, so this is the gated tunnel, but he said the tunnel by the gate. Is it looking better, though? The tunnel by the gate? What the fuck does he mean by tunnel by the gate? Recommend turning off enhanced broadcasting after this stream unless you decide to run OBS or ShadowTech, because what it's doing is basically streaming your stream at each resolution separately. You don't have to rely on Twitch to give you different resolutions for viewers. I don't do different resolutions, though. Both of them are at 1080. Like, even through OBS, I don't... It's not downsampled or anything to 720 or anything like that. Now, the stuttering, unfortunately, I can't do anything about. That's the game. Imagine playing Vampire Survivors with this bitrate. It may be literally the only way to play Vampire Survivors and have people see anything after a certain point. If I'm being honest. Because Vampire Survivors, you lose bitrate, like, by insane amounts. You're technically sending a separate stream at each resolution to Twitch through OBS, so now viewers can pick what resolution to watch at, guaranteed. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad thing because I'm not actually playing the game on my PC. I'm playing it on ShadowTech. So literally the only thing that I'm streaming is the program. You see what I mean? So I'm not playing the game through my PC. I'm playing the game through ShadowTech. So ShadowTech is the one that's playing the game itself with everything like cranked up. You know what I mean? So literally I'm just streaming as best as I possibly can while using the resources of an internet browser. Well, hang on one second. Let me find out. I can tell you right quick. Do this. Go back down here. Let me check something. Yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good, and the CPU usage is nothing. Right now, you're technically streaming 3 different instances in OBS at 1080p, 720, and 380. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at everything right now. I mean, unless it's going through my graphics card, which I don't think so, because OBS is primarily CPU for a lot of things, but CPU usage is like nothing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any not seeing anything that looks too bad, honestly. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything. Yeah. I mean, it looks good to me. Oh, got a little, but that's because I tabbed out. I need to go in there, which we know. But this isn't the way, because his dad didn't have the key. Let me see. Story about a tunnel. I walked around for hours and couldn't find the shit. Hang on one second. Let me see here. Viewers all over the world get streamers more control over their video quality via client-side encoding and automatic stream configuration. It's built into the streaming software you already use and can be enabled at any time before you start a broadcast. This article will help get you started. Right. So this is how I have it. 1920 by 1080, both of them, at 60, which is fine. You can select a larger canvas resolution for recording a local VOD, but the live stream's largest video track will never be larger than the scaled resolution, which is fine. Best performance and most efficient utilization, we recommend setting them both at 1920 or 1080 or 720 at 60. Again, makes sense. That's where a lot of people typically get into a lot of problems because they want more people to have it accessible, but now your computer's working harder because you have to downscale. If you set them both to the same thing, it doesn't matter. While we recommend most streamers leave auto checked, you can optionally configure maximum streaming bandwidth or maximum streaming video tracks. Okay. Which makes sense. Yup. We got that. Check for, yeah. Okay. In XSplit. Ew. People still use XSplit? What the fuck? Jesus. That's fucking ridiculous. Also, who the hell leaves it at a bitrate of 128 for audio encoding? It'd be like trying to listen to a stream through a washing machine. What the fuck? Leave auto checked. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, who the fuck? That's ridiculous. Why the hell would anybody leave their bitrate for audio at 128? I have cassette tapes that play it at a higher bit rate. Yeah, so, I mean, everything looks good. Auto recommended, yeah. And then, so maximum video tracks for me is set to 3, I believe it said. Something like that. Because auto was clicked. You're on 3? Okay, yeah. And I could totally see where, like, if somebody was multi-streaming and doing, you know, enhanced, like, enable enhanced broadcasting, then I could totally see it being something along the lines of that's where shit gets really fucky. Like if I was doing it to Twitch and YouTube, or Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, or Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Instagram, and TikTok, and like shit like that, you know what I mean? That's probably all your hardware is willing to go at automatically. I mean, probably, but they have to have, they probably also have to have it set anyway, right? There has to be like a default setting even under auto. Yeah. They're probably at like, again, they probably go, yeah, well, just max of 3, because then there you go. Let me see. Settings, stream. Yeah, I can't even tell. How can you tell how many? Actually, no, because see, look, it shows right here. It just still says 0. So how many? How do you check how many you're doing it? Oh, because when you try, okay, it'll only have 3 options. Gotcha. So it's a server, or it's a client side thing. That makes sense. Let me check something really, really, really quick. Okay. That makes so much more sense now. Okay, so you know, okay, if I'm being honest, I really, 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 really fucking wish that Twitch would, like, get their shit together. And I'm not showing anything... Yeah, I'm not showing anything that'd get me in trouble anyway. So, look at this, really quick, right? Now, my bitrate's actually fucking great, right? Live, excellent, no recommended changes, right? But if you leave it alone, it'll do exactly what it was doing before, but it'll only be at 6,000, and it'll say, no, it's too high. Because you're on gigabit. And I wish, like, I really wish they'd fucking let you know when they fix the bitrate shit. That'd be really, really, really nice. But they decide, nope, go fuck yourself. We're just gonna do it. Like, oh, thanks, dick. It'll go into the red when you're running it below what your internet can handle. Well, that's what I mean, right? Like, so it's been doing that over the last, say, like, week or two. And it'll, like, if you hover over that thing, it'll say, oh, well, your internet's too fast. And it's like, no, it isn't. You're just too fucking dumb. I have over 900 upload and set it to 6K, but it was red, and when I upped it to 10K, it was green just for... Yeah, that's exactly what it was for me. That's exactly what it was for me. Because I was like, yeah, no, let's... Absolutely, let's fucking... You know, we'll set it to 6K. I've got more than 6K. That's great. Perfect. Right? I'll, you know, they need a little bit more, they can take a little more. That's fine. But then it always just kept popping up red. No, everything sucks dick. And it's like, no, it doesn't. You just suck. Ah, that's all good. I'm actually glad, like, somebody finally, like, told me. Because, like, the only thing I could go off of was the fucking, was what Twitch was telling me, which is going, your internet's too fast. And it's like, well, okay, but what am I supposed to do about my internet being good? We require you to pay more for shittier internet. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. Besides, how many times do we typically derail a fucking stream? So, I'm not worried about that. Not at all. I just really wish Twitch would be, like, more transparent with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what bugs me. Yeah, but that doesn't bother me. Like, if the video quality is better, then it's better. You know what I mean? Like, I sincerely wish that Twitch was more transparent with when they unfuck something, because I think a lot less people would hate them, if I'm being honest. Right? That's kind of the big thing. Everybody's sitting there going, well, you can only do like a maximum of 6K. Bullshit, I'm doing it at 10. But Twitch never told us that. There are tons of people out there who are like, no, it's better at YouTube because you got an 8K bitrate upload. It's like, okay, I'm doing it at 10 on Twitch. How the fuck is anybody supposed to know that? You know? No, we're not. No flared bases. No. The tunnel by the gate. What tunnel? Also, that choppiness is the game. FYI. That's not anything I can control. That's just the game. Yeah, that stuttering right there, that's all the game. That wasn't you guys. The tunnel by the gate. What gate? Unless they want me to go back down this way? But this isn't where the mine is. Oh, there's a bit of a quarry. Okay, I guess I'll try that. Yeah, there's definitely like a quarry area. There's something down there. Question is, how do I get down there? Oh God, bloop. The tunnel by the gate. At maybe? I mean, I'm literally back to square one now. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no way they're talking about over here. Also, one thing I will say, good job for these guys not actually holding your hand. Good on them. Because that's one thing, like, I don't mind getting help every once in a little while, but it's really, really, really annoying when you just get pop-ups all the time that are like, here's how to do this, here's how you do that. Like, that's dumb. Maybe I have to go back into the house? Because his dad said he didn't have the key. No, we already read that. What's it called? Dark Fracture Prologue. Interesting. I'm really hoping it doesn't end up like Lust from Beyond, because that was, if I'm being honest, that was a letdown. Not because the game wasn't good, it's because the game itself, like, they kind of fucked people over. Well, okay, but here's what I mean, right? So Lust from Beyond had like 2 or 3 prologues, right? And the first one was fine, because there was a little bit of sexual stuff in it, but it wasn't like a huge thing, right? It was just, you know, there's 2 people, they're having sex, you don't focus on it, that's fine. Right? No big deal. Then the second one came out, and I'm not even kidding. It's not something that could be played on Twitch because you would get banned. And I'm actually pretty sure at this point that specific prologue, the second one, is actually on Twitch's ban list. And the reason why is because it goes from normal game to you have to walk around, find the right person to fuck while watching as you go into this dream state. Literally a woman taking a shit on a dude's chest. That don't fly on Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference between, oh, look, sex scene in Witcher 3, or, hey, look, passing sex scene in video game. That's fine. Nobody cares about that. But when it's literally wake up and walk out of the room completely naked, dong flopping around, and you're watching somebody take a dump on somebody else's chest, and then you can't get away from all the overtly other sexual kinky things that people are doing to get off while you're walking through, specifically so you can find the right person that you have to fuck, and then part of the actual game is making sure that you come. You know what like, that's... You can't even play that. Not on Twitch. Because I remember when I was helping Wit, right? Because I'm still a mod in Wit's chat, but Wit and Allie really liked the first two prologues. So there are three. There are three prologues. The first two were fine. The first two were okay. There was a little bit of sex here and there, and it wasn't a big deal, right? And then it came to the third one, and I went, I don't know, I got a weird feeling about this. I said, let me check it out, and I'll let you know if it's something that can be played, because even Wit looked at it, and she's like, I don't know, something seems kind of off about this one. And I said, okay, I'll play it, and, like, give me, like, 3-4 hours, because that's how long it takes for these, and I'll report back. And literally, in all caps, I went, do not play this on stream. And even Chobo did the same thing, and he's like, no, abort, do not play. And then she's like, why? What's so bad about it? And we had to tell her about the rolling brownout, and she's like, oh dear God, no. What, which one looks neat? The one you found for free on Steam? Okay. Yeah, put it in the game suggestions thing, and I'll take a look at it. For sure. But yeah, it was... Oh my God. There have been... That's the only game that I can honestly say that, I've been like, what in the fuck? Because even, like, Cyberpunk, right? Cyberpunk does have some, like, overtly sexual things, but you're not going to get banned if you don't know about them, right? You accidentally click a thing, you end up having sex with a girl or a guy, nobody cares, right? Or if it's in, you know, one of the cutscenes to, you know, get the romance option with one of the characters, again, nobody cares, because it's like that for, like, maybe a minute, 2 minutes, and then you move on. But yeah, the Lust from... I think one was called Lust from Darkness, and then it was Lust from Beyond, and then Lust from Beyond Scarlet, and you're like, oh no. XQC having sex with a guy is time... That was funny. That really was, because he had no idea what he was doing. That was really funny. Okay, no, I read both of these. So, the question is, how the hell do I get down there? Unless there's another tunnel that I'm... There's got to be another tunnel that I'm missing. There has to be. But yeah, XQC doing that shit, that was fucking hilarious. So wait a minute, hang on. Let me go back. Oops, there we go. I'm gonna go back over here. Past all this shit, because we know all this shit happened. And I'm gonna go down this way. Let's see if there's anything down over here. I can't go down over there. Can't go down over there. No. That brings us back to the house. I'm not seeing any tunnel other than that one with that's gated up and locked. Did I ever get into SCP stuff? Yes, but I'm gonna be honest. The SCP games, I think there might be like one out there, like one or two, that don't suck. All the others they're cool concepts, but they're so short that like it's not even worth playing them half the time, which really sucks. And I don't even know if the two that I looked at previously are... like, I don't even know if they ever came out. Well, Control definitely has an SCP feel, which I really, really like. But though I'm talking about, like, actual SCP. There's a lot of stuff with actual SCP, like a lot of games out there, but most of them really are crap, which is sad. Like, I remember one, and I couldn't even begin to tell you which one it was, and I played this years ago. I was like, oh, you know what, SCP, they have like a lot of games and demos and stuff like that out now. It was 20 minutes of walking down the endless stairway SCP, and then you finally come to a door. And literally all it is for audio is you got like the ambient audio in the background, right? And you hear your character and Control talking back and forth every once in a while. But you're literally just walking down flights of stairs. And then at the end of the game, you get to a door. And then the screen goes black. and then you hear something happen. You're not sure what, but your character screams, and then that's it. Game over. So it's like it's literally like 23 minutes and change of walking down a flight of stairs, screen going black, listening to your character die, and that's it. That's all it was, and it was awful. Hated it. I even went back and played it a second time immediately after, just to make sure that there was nothing that I was missing, and guess what? There's literally nothing I was missing. It was really bad. It was really. There was one where you're supposed to be, and I don't know if it ever came out, but it was supposed to be, I'm trying to think. It was supposed to be the, like the wet work squads, right? And they had to go to an SCP facility because, they lost contact with the facility, right? So you had guys all geared up, and it looked a lot like Ready or Not, before Ready or Not came out. And it was supposed to be like a team thing, and I think it was up to like 5 people that you could co-op with, and you were going in and you were trying to eliminate SCPs or escape SCPs, do, whatever you needed to do in order to basically turn the facility back on and get all the SCPs back into containment. But I don't know if that ever actually came out. It was really cool though, but yeah, I have no idea. Go Home Annie. Let me take a look. Let's take a look at this.
All alone. Are you not, Annie? You with me? Come on. Up on your feet.
You are a D-class tester. Tests paranormal entities that we have replicated here.
You have got to be kidding me. I know this place. We are at the heart of the spiral where worlds collide.
This is not what I meant when I said you should take control for a change.
Oh.
Each turn you took has led you to this exact point at this exact time. And here we are now.
You can't do it by yourself. Come home, Annie.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks like it doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna say it looks bad because I don't think it does. But when you look at, I gotta go back farther. When you look at stuff like this, it looks almost like you know how Unity games, right? They import 3D models for Unity games and they just look like dolls. That's what this looks like. Right? And then on top of that, let me see if I can find another good thing. Okay, perfect. This static thing, if you can't take, I'm going to be honest, if you can't take the time to actually make it look like honest to God static and instead it just looks like digitization, don't bother. This right here looks like 8-bit shit. If I'm being honest. Like, it really, really does. I can make static things. I can make stuff look like static very, very easily in Adobe After Effects. Right? And there are tons of other programs out there where you can make really good, realistic looking static. This ain't it. And then the last thing that I noticed that I didn't really care for, oh, this right here. I have never seen, and I mean this, and I don't know where the creator comes from. I have never seen anything in the viewfinder of a handycam like this look this bad. I can understand what they were trying to go for, but instead of adding like film grain to it or anything, they went with this really weird like 16 or 32-bit thing that doesn't work. Because now you could be looking, I mean, like you got the camera, right? The camera's taking up at least 30% of literally the right side of the screen. The camera's taking up at least 30% of the right side, right? On the bottom. So now your time is divided between what's actually here and what's on the camera. But if they don't match up and you get this weird filter, then it just takes you out of it completely. So even if there is something horrifying that's going to come out of here, there's a very good chance you're going to be looking at it through here, and you're going to be distracted, and you're not going to notice what's going on right here. I'm not saying the game is bad, but those things definitely do take you out of it. SCP-5K, let me see. More FPS action focused, that's fine. See, that doesn't look bad at all. That's done in Unreal, so I'm not surprised it looks the way it does. That looks decent. Let me see if I can find the SCP game that I was talking about. There was one and it was awful. Not SCP Blackout. SCP Blackout, I think, was the other, I think that was the other one where you could team up with people, but that one's kind of like gone the way of the dodo. I think this might have been it. SCP-087. I think it might have been it. No, it isn't. It's the same premise, though. But this actually, believe it or not, this one actually has more going on. No bullshit. That one actually has more going on with it. Most experienced agent, Labyrinth of... No, that's not it. No, that's... Maybe they finally took it off of Steam. That'd be nice. Oh no, here it is. Yeah. This one was awful. Watch this.
Acquiring missing things.
Like, and you're like, oh, okay, like, these are real people, it's actual video, like, there's some production value in this, right? This is kind of cool.
You must hand me in all the documents connected to the investigation and the parcel you found.
I have a premonition. I'd better not open it.
And this is all they show you, specifically because this right here, walking down a flight of stairs, is literally all you do. They're like, all the video stuff, all like the live action video stuff, that stuff that you see for like 2 minutes before you actually play the game. It's literally just you walking down flights of stairs the entire time until you get to a door and then the game goes black and then you hear your character die. That's it. Yeah, look at this. 0.4 hours on record. View your review. What did I put for this? This game seemed interesting, so I purchased it when it was on sale. I was dead wrong. Played it the other night, and after about 5 minutes of movie footage with miserable audio, I was graced by being allowed to walk down flights of stairs. No running, no jumping, just walking along very slowly. The walking gets incredibly tedious after about 6 minutes, but just before you're about to exit the game, something happens to keep you sucked in. You're enticed after finally seeing something that pulls you right back in, but all for naught. If you've read this far and would like to have the entire game described, keep reading. Warning, spoilers. Here we go. Once you start walking down the stairs and nothing happens for about 6 minutes, there's some incredibly uninteresting chatter between your character and someone on the other end, presumably the guy from the movie sequences, who tells you to keep going. Eventually, you start to see a shadow of a generic person every other flight, and then you hear a baby crying off in the distance. The atmosphere is now really thick and you're all eyes and ears, just waiting for things to start to really happen. What is a shadow and why does it seem to be following me? Why is there a baby down there? Why is it crying? You keep going and eventually stop caring about the shadow as it does nothing but run away whenever you get close to it. After about 16 to 20 minutes total game time, you are confronted with the stairs trailing off into nothing with a barely visible face staring at you from the dark. Your character talks about it being creepy and scaring the hell out of you. Then the screen goes static and your character screams. That is the end of the game. I'm sure the developer will be adding things eventually, so keep your eyes open on this one for the future, the far future. Right now, though, I wouldn't even wait until it goes on sale. This is literally a 20-minute demo of what could be a decent game, but you have to pay for it. That was my review of this shit game. And it really was shit. It was awful. Blue Skunk, what's going on? Saved all the games you sent into chat. All the games you sent into chat. The games? Games I sent into chat.
Acquiring missing.
Yeah, this SCP-087 was crap. Don't ever play SCP-087. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. SCP secret files. Well, let me take a look at SCP secret files, because, yeah, I will never play SCP-087 ever. Secret files. What do we got? I'm assuming it's this one.
What you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
A lot of horror games? That's fair.
Since this is my first real SCP project, you got any advice for me?
Keep your head clear and follow orders. I hope it works out for you, Carl. Good luck.
Close eyes. Imagine.
It is critical that we find that black box. We need to know what happened at Pony Station.
What the hell is going on here?
I am a toaster? What the fuck?
Jason Carter is a death row inmate. D503 heard the call, but then he encountered an incident.
That's kind of cool. I like the changing of the game styles.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb. She could go off at any moment.
When you feel scared, just close your eyes.
What the hell is that?
Where is the black box?
Looks like something bad happened here.
I'm Carl Eston. This is way beyond anything I imagined.
If you encounter an anomaly, run. Because that's the only thing you can do. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies.
Honestly, that looks really good, and I like that it's done in Unreal. That actually looks really decent. Not gonna lie. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I like that one. That's not a bad one. What time is it? Oh, okay, I still got like half an hour or so, roughly. Yeah, I could check that one out. I could probably check that one out at some point. For sure, that one doesn't look bad at all. Very long time fan of SCP. You know, honestly, like, it's really, really sad that I have to say this. I'm a bigger fan of people talking about SCP than I am actually playing the SCP games, because I've played a lot of really crap SCP games. Like, the ideas are kind of there, but only so much so in, like, somebody had a passing glance at an SCP and went, wow, this looks really cool, and then had no idea what to do with it. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn it. SCP sadly thrives in the writing and fan-written stuff than actual games and movies and shows, unfortunately. Yeah, it's like... And it really sucks, too, because there are some really, really, really interesting ones. Like, I really got sucked into SCP stuff through Nightmind on YouTube. Nightmind did a really, really, really good job with talking about SCP stuff. But, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of really crap games out there. There's a lot of crap games. Has so much potential to be brought to games and movies and show. Well, it does. So we talked about this a little bit last night. The issue is that nobody wants to take a chance anymore. Perfect example, actually, when it comes to horror stuff, right? Is Sony could have landed on a gold mine with Slender Man, but instead, not only is the movie crap, but they also played it way too safe and tried to take advantage of this whole thing instead of letting it breathe for a little while after the actual murder that happened. So Sony, not only on top of just bad timing and being stupid, they tried to play it safe. So the actual Slender Man movie has literally nothing to do with Slender Man, because Sony got so much flack because it was literally coming out at the same time. Like, I think maybe only like a few weeks after the actual murder happened. So then, instead of holding off and just coming out with the movie later on, they decided, oh, no, we're going to release the movie, but we're going to cut out literally anything and everything that has to do with Slender Man. So it's not even about Slender Man anymore, which is really sad. And the movie just doesn't make any sense because they cut it so badly. It really doesn't make any sense. But because of shit like that, like, nobody wants to take a chance anymore, and they'd rather just bet on a sure thing. Remember when that GameStop stock stuff went down, and then like a year after it, they went and made a movie about it? It seemed fishy as fuck. I mean, it's because, again, they're trying to capitalize on a sure thing, right? Most people didn't understand why the GameStop stocks plummeted and then went right back up. And it seems like a cool premise to talk about, but if nobody's willing to talk about it, then who cares? You know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter. And again, nobody's willing to take a chance on anything. They would rather just, again, it comes down to don't ask questions, just consume product. What are next? Right? That's really all it is. That's really all it is. What is it? You know, they're doing a Pinocchio reboot again? Like another Pinocchio reboot? Did you what? Did I hoodie? I don't know what that means, Alpa. Did I say Endless Dark? No, I haven't. Hang on.
Activated. Unit designation, Robbie. Greetings. Unit ROBB-1E. Mission imperatives. Keep all systems online. Ensure passenger safety. Do not engage in independent thought. Refer to Mission Protocol, MC.419 for clarification. MC.2. Survival of cargo in stasis is paramount mission priority. Situation, nominal. MC.50. Strontium-90 reactor is to be considered primary power source of vessel. Actions.
Oh no, I never read too far into that stuff. I just went, oh yeah, people are doing dumb shit with the stock.
MC.54. Reactor redundancies are the prerogative of E-1171, user privilege ring override. Custodian protocols activated. Unit designation, Robbie. Greetings. Unit ROBB-1E. Mission imperatives. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage in independent thought. Refer to Mission Protocol, MC.419 for clarification.
Huh.
MC.119. Custodian unit is prohibited from fashioning clothing for itself. MC.150. Custodian unit is not permitted to ignore high priority work. MC.158. Not required to acknowledge standing in corner as punishment. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage in independent thought. Stop. Think.
I mean, it looks like a cool concept. Existential horror game in which you are tasked with keeping a sleeper colony ship intact. No enemies or NPCs share the ship with you, only creaking metal echoes and endless dark. Overcome random events, system failures, and the downward spiral of your sanity to see your mission through. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a certain charm to it. That's for sure. Story mode. Ship is shadowy in more ways than one. Ancient agreements and long-forgotten understandings conspire against you to keep you in your place, doing your work for however long the long-absent conspirators wanted. Explore a deep narrative that evolves over multiple playthroughs and choose how you deal with each new revelation. Not all truths will set you free, and some things are better left unsaid. Huh. I mean, it looks cool. Like, it definitely has a charm. I'm not, like, the biggest fan of the art direction, but it doesn't look terrible. The only thing I will say that I don't like is this. I don't like early access. That bugs me. But, I mean, other than that, it looks good. I mean, chances are I'll probably wait until it comes out of early access. Not because I think to me, that game doesn't look like they're trying to fuck you out of money or anything. But I've been burned so many times with early access games that I'm not going to chance it. You know what I mean? Hang on one second. Can I can't save. That's okay, because I know it saves for me. I'm not entirely worried about it. Let me... You haven't heard of it? Hollow Body. No, I haven't heard of it. Why does this feel like tank controls? Keycard is grasped in the body's hand. Yeah? So, okay. Here's something that I think people could learn from. We're gonna watch the rest of it, but here's something I think people could learn from. This looks like, because obviously recent reviews mostly positive, all reviews very positive from Headwear Game, and that's great. Hey, awesome. Good for them. I wish them nothing but the best. Right? This actually doesn't look too bad. However, right? Play as Mika, an unlicensed black market shipper who will stop at nothing to find her missing partner. It's been 12 days since Sasha left. You talked about it, you argued about it, and you even laughed about it. Anybody in their right mind knew that going to that place was a death wish, a one-way trip to the end of the line. But Sasha wasn't one to scare easily. She wanted answers, and there was only one place to place those answers held any truth. Her mind was already made up. You just didn't expect her to do it without you. 12 sleepless nights later, and you finally get the call. Tax has found someone. Board a security suit looking to make some extra credits down on the down low. He can get you clearance, a 2-hour window to fly into the zone, find Sasha, and get the hell out of there. You make your way across the exclusion zone, but something's wrong. The nav's running in circles, and you're losing altitude. Before you know it, a blinding white fills the sky, dash goes dark, and your hover drops out of the air like a lead balloon, slamming into the paved streets below. Okay. You wake to the acrid smell of an electrical fire, rain pounding on the cracked windshield. You're surrounded by the crumbling remains of what were once considered homes. To find a way out, call for evac, scale the walls, something, anything, survive. Cool. The description sounds awesome. Right? The description sounds great. I love the description. I'm not getting anything like that from this gameplay. So do yourselves a favor if you guys are ever going to try and be like an independent dev. Because I'm sure this game does have a lot going for it. But if you're trying to be an independent dev, don't do this. Instead, hire a marketing firm or somebody who knows how to cut a really, 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 really decent promo video. Do yourselves a favor and do that, because this, currently, as it stands, unless you read the description, literally just looks like a modern remake of every tank control survival horror game that's ever been with zero context. To be honest, though, I think the thinking in the minds of gamers, like you said before, you don't want to check the game out until you see gameplay, and this is pretty much strictly that. Yes, but you don't want to go overboard, right? I don't have a problem with seeing gameplay. I love seeing gameplay. Show us gameplay, but show us gameplay that actually gives us something to go off of, right? Because literally everything that the main character has done so far is the same thing that Claire Redfield, Leon Kennedy, and literally everybody else in Resident Evil does. It's the same thing that what's-her-name for Dino Crisis 1 and 2 does. It's the same thing that she used to do in Alone in the Dark. You know what I mean? Like, give us some cutscenes, right? Put some really atmospheric music in there, right? Show us gameplay, but show us gameplay that's exciting, that will actually, like, go, okay, so it starts off this way, and it may start off a little slow, but things are eventually going to pick up, right? Get somebody who knows how to cut a good promo. Because this is 5 minutes of walking around. Like, here, I'll go back. This is actually, okay, hey, enjoy enjoy in stunning graphics the way that, video games used to be played, right? Cool. And, find different items in among the world. Use them to your advantage. And stuff like that, right? Okay, cool, we got it. We see the spinning thing. Great, you can cut out the whole thing where it's 12 and a half seconds of nobody's doing shit because you want to give us a great static shot. Right? Cool. Then give us, hey, couple of split-second shots of somebody the main character being attacked. or the main character's running or whatever, and put it to some music. And that, like, it's been, what, we're on 3 minutes and 12 seconds, and we started roughly about right here where it actually kicked in, and so far it's been nothing but walk around simulator with not so fixed camera angles. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, think about it this way, right? How many times have you gone to see a movie or looked up online the trailer for a movie and then gone, yeah, you know what? Actually, that looks pretty decent. Whether it's decent or not doesn't matter. But how many times have you, like, looked up a trailer or seen a trailer on TV going, oh, you know what? Actually, that looks pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Like, do something. Don't run into her, you idiot. Yeah, and that's what I mean. The combat looks really good. Like, focus on the combat, right? You could totally focus on the combat, and you could focus on, like, hey, listen, these aren't tank controls. You can strafe. It looks like tank controls, but you can strafe. You can do all these cool things and stuff like that, and it's a cool mix between modern day and, like, you know, the old way of doing things. That's a really cool concept. I really, really like that, but it's tough. It is tough. It does look decent. It really, really does. Oh, actually, here. You know what? I'll show you exactly what I mean. Watch this. No. This might be it. Oh, no. That was 9 years ago. That's the Blu-ray trailer. Teaser trailer. This might be it.
I met her at the Terrell Corporation. You know, the big boys in genetic engineering. They manufacture humans. Hell, they're so human you can't tell them from the real thing, and that's a problem. A big problem.
If I didn't care,
say kiss me.
You see what I mean? They run into the Blade Runner problem, where they really have no idea, like, what to actually show. They just have no idea what to actually show, right?
Rachel? You trust me?
And that's it. Right? Let me see if I can find... Hang on. Blade Runner... There's another one that's like, what the fuck? Also, if I spell action correctly. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it, which sucks. But there's another one, right, that doesn't represent Blade Runner very, very well. Which really sucks, by the way, because the problem is there's one where it shows Harrison Ford and he's doing like all the action bits in the movie, right? And you go, oh, okay, this is like, he's just off the heels of Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's Han Solo, so it's going to be more of an action-based movie. And I think it's only like maybe like a 15 or 20 second like promo clip that they do for like just a quick commercial that they could throw on TV. And then everybody went to see it because of that and went, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? It was a little crusty for a sec, so I thought the Blade Runner clip was something from Event Horizon. I like that movie. You know what? Honestly, I'm really, really, really glad that the only version we're ever going to get of Event Horizon is the one that we have. You know what I mean? I think it's just a case of them not being able to afford to really put much resources into that sort of thing, so they just show the game straight up. No, and I agree, but if that's the case, I mean, you're obviously, you know, like, you're really good at development. If you have a vision of what you want something to be, I think it's really, really, really important to also have a vision of how you want to present it, right? And that's really important. That's really, really, really important. Because if you can't present it properly, who cares? What is this? Blade Runner Labyrinth? I want to check this out first, and then I'll check that thing out.
Lots of people lost things in the blackout. I was lucky.
Yeah, the lost footage, which actually isn't even lost, it's just destroyed now. Because I think it was it Paramount? Yeah, I think it was Paramount Pictures. They had a fire, and all the extra footage was burned in the fire.
But now, they want me back.
This looks interesting.
Picking through the pieces.
This looks really cool, actually.
Being someone else. In places that no longer exist. That's where you'll find me. Searching. In the land of the dead.
And it's Annapurna. Really? Wishlist now on Steam. 2033 Labyrinth. Hang on, let's find out. Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth. Okay. Set between the original film and 2049, Blade Runner 2033 takes place after the events of the Blackout, the devastating terrorist attack that brought an end to the Tyrell Corp and Replicant production. Planned release date to be announced. I'm gonna add it to my fucking wish list. This looks cool. This looks really cool, actually. I'm definitely adding that to my wish. That actually looks really good. What's this one? The Land of Pain. Oh boy. Wait, hang on. Whoa. I gotta turn this up a little bit. Sorry about your eardrums in advance. I'm pretty sure that guy just said Monka. Did you hear that? I'm pretty sure he just said Monka. That's actually awesome. Why does this look familiar? I swear I played a demo or something that looked really similar to this. I played a demo or something that was really close to this. Huh.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually. That explains a lot, because they have, like, some really good atmospheric looking shots. They do. They have some really good atmosphere, but then it's like, there are some shots in this where it kind of looks like the engine took a crap on them. Yeah, this is a perfect shot of what I mean. It looks like the engine took a crap. Right? Like, it with all the atmospheric shots that we literally just had, that dungeon thing, and you're in the woods, and all the snow coming in, and, like, the dark, murky, atmospheric forest, and inside, and then we get this shot. And it's like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like the CryEngine kind of failed.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look horrible by any stretch of the imagination. I'm gonna be honest. One thing that I really wish is, and I know this obviously came out in 2021, right? So it's a couple of years old, right? But one thing that I really wish, and I hope, is that people stop using engines that have been, like, known to not be the best, when you know for a fact that there are other engines that are insanely better, like leaps and bounds better. Like, I'm not going to sit here and shit on this guy, because this came out in 2021, and the copyright said 2019, so it's a little old, and I get it. UE4 was really overly complicated. But I would easily expect him now, if he made this game, to do it in UE5. For sure. Yeah, he's got Land of Pain and Alien Cube. Maybe it was Cosmic Fear. Maybe that's the one I played. I don't know. No, because that was only announced. I don't know. There was maybe it was Cosmic Fear. Maybe that was the demo. Hang on. No, that's not it. It was an alien game, but it wasn't Cosmic Fear. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But either way, that's going to be it for me, guys. But hey, think about it this way, right? I know we stopped the stream because we had to like redo the video and everything like that. But I did have a lot of fun. So far, Vanishing of Ethan Carter is really, really, really fun. I just have no idea where I'm going, but we will be back tomorrow or later today with more of it for sure. As I said, I don't know when the Twitch payout's gonna hit. We'll see. But when it does, because a deal's a deal, expect Hello Kitty Racing in its entirety. Awful as that's probably going to be, but at least I'll be playing as the depressed penguin. So, guys, gals, pals, thank you so much for hanging out. We also had True coming in for 24 months, and we had Spoiled coming in for 46 months. We had, in the chat, we had True, we had Mooskunk, we had Bloop, we had Pixel Pixie, we had Spoiled. Sophia was here for a little bit. We had Alpa, we had Medicine. We had a bunch of awesome people. We had Itzy. We had Myth, bunch of great people tonight, bunch of awesome people, and you guys are always awesome. Sober was here as well, so thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back later on today, but until I see you guys then, have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Be good to yourselves, be good to one another, stay safe, stay frosty, and of course, the number one golden rule around here, try to remember some of the basics of CQC. I will be seeing you guys later on. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, and thank you for all the love and support. It really means the world to me. This is my dream job, and without you, I wouldn't still be here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really mean it. I am out for now. Have yourselves a good one, and I will see you guys later on today. All right, guys, take care. I'm out. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.